Hello everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video. And today we're going to be doing my Andrew Cutter Picks of the Weeks. Now for those of you who are new to my channel and know nothing about this video series, basically what I do is I take a look at this week in DC Comics. Then I select the comic that I enjoyed the most and declare it my Andrew Cutter Pick of the Week. Now if at any time during this video you want to see a more in-depth review of these comics, don't worry, I already did a review of each and every single one of them in a previous video. It's probably either a video or two back, so you can just check on it in my channel. In addition to that, I will talk about any news or updates pertaining to myself, my channel, or anything else around the world. So, with that said, let's just jump right into it. This was a hefty week for DC Comics. A lot of stuff came out, so might as well jump into it. I had Earth 2, issue number 2, World's Finest, issue number 2, Red Lantern, issue number 10, Stormwatch, issue number 10, Swamp Thing, issue number 10. Actually, I think they're all going to be issue number 10s for now on. Animal Man, Green Arrow, Batwing, Detective Comics, Action Comics, Justice League International, and then Swamp Thing, not Swamp Thing, wow. Minutemen Before Watchmen, issue 1 of 6. So yeah, quite a big week, and we've had some really good highs with comics such as Before Watchmen and Earth 2, and then we had some horrible lows with Green Arrow and with Action Comics. Um, yeah, they were just not good at all. One person commented on, hey, maybe I should drop Green Arrow, and I'm getting close to doing it, but I am going to be dropping another title this month. I'll get into that a little bit more in the news. But there's two titles that specifically stood out the most to me, and those would be Earth 2, issue number 2, and Before Watchmen Minuteman, issue number 1. There's certain things from each one that I like. Before Watchmen had the fantastic art, the very golden age-like feel with their characters, and just an overall good way of presenting the first issue with going and divulging in each character from the perspective of the Night Owl. Whereas Earth 2 had a good story, it kind of introduced more members to the team, and it's fun to be having this superhero comic with all these new, well, they're not really new, but new kind of feel to these characters, and it really is pretty good. I particularly like how Hawkgirl showed up, and I believe this is supposed to be Kendra Hawkgirl, not Shayera, Kendra. At least that's what I've been told. I could be wrong. So, yeah, each of them has their ups and downs, more ups than anything. There wasn't anything really wrong with either issue. If I had to pick one, though, I would have to go for, I believe, the second week in a row, Earth 2 number 2. This is a great issue. Before Watchmen was great too, but again, Earth 2 has just been consistently good over the past two issues. And what do you expect? It's James Robinson, and James Robinson is a fantastic writer. He does have his, his misses every once in a while with stuff like Cry for Justice, but he's had a lot more hits, and I really did enjoy Earth 2, so that's my Andrew Cutter pick of the week. Let's hit some news and updates. So DC's coming out with their issue number zeros, but they're also bringing in four new titles. So that makes you think that four titles are going to get canceled. These four new titles is Talon, which is going to be spinning off of the Court of the Owl stuff. So apparently we're going to get a Talon comic. Swords and Sorcery, which is going to deal with the return of Amethyst. Then we're going to have a Phantom Stranger and a Team 7. The Team 7 is going to have on it Diana Lance, Amanda Waller, Stephen Trevor, John Lynch, Alex Fairchild, Cole Cash, and Slade Wilson. Interesting. So we have those four titles coming out. We know Justice League International is getting canceled, but what else will be get canceled to bring these titles in? Because DC likes the number 52, and they're not going to be like, hey, we need to have more or less than 52. No, they have to have exactly 52. So what titles are going to get canceled? what titles do you think are going to get canceled? Because right now, whether I want them to or I don't, the following titles I think are going to get either bagged or whatever. I think as much as I don't want it to happen, because I've grown fond of it over the past 2 months, Red Lanterns, I believe its head is on the chopping block, and I like Red Lanterns. I've been enjoying it. Like this week's with Red Lanterns was really good. It was really fun. But I think its head is on the chopping block, and I'm trying to think what else. Legion's Lost is probably on the chopping block because they're not going to have too many Legion superhero comics. Um, yeah, that's the only thing that can come off the top of my head. Maybe Green Arrow, maybe Hawkman, but I don't think so. Maybe well, no, they're not going to do Green Arrow. You know why? Because Green Arrow has a TV show coming out, and they don't want to take it off that. And Hawkman just got a new creative team. Um, I'm interested to see what you guys think. Which titles do you think will be bagged and thrown away for the new titles? Post your opinion. I'm just keeping wary of time because I have work in a half hour. So yeah. So that's happening with DC. We're getting 4 new titles. Of these titles, I'm gonna do what I always do, and that is I'm going to pick up issue number 1 of each of them and see which one I'm gonna like. Now I believe Talon is going to be technically a Batman-based title, so I'm gonna have to pick up Talon and continue doing it. Why? Because I pick up everything Batman no matter what. So it should be interesting. It should be interesting. The other ones, of the other ones, I think the Sword and Sorcery one looks to be pretty interesting too. I kind of want to get that one too. On to cancelizations, not cancelizations. On to me dropping comics. Uh, I've been thinking really hard because I have to be very careful with what comics I get, and I'm going to be dropping a few titles just to let you guys know. Right now, the only one that I'm confirmed that I'm dropping is Stormwatch. And while I do like Stormwatch, I do like Apollo, I do like Midnighter, I do like Martian Manhunter, um, and it's been good. It hasn't been holding my interest, and it's I don't know. This is like this past issue, nothing really happened when it came down to a story. The characters may have had something happen, but the story just really didn't fly with me. So, yeah, I think I'm dropping Stormwatch. What I am going to pick up for its second issue will be Ravengers. Issue number 1 really did surprise me and impress me, so I'm going to continue with Ravengers and see where it goes with that. So other things may or may not get canned. I might drop Green Arrow. I might. I'm not sure. I'll give the next story arc a chance, and if it doesn't work out with the door with that. But yeah, I'm sorry so much, but you're out, and then I'm gonna pick up Ravagers because Ravagers did really impress me. I was surprised. It wasn't perfect, but it impressed me. So I at least want to give maybe 2 or 3 more issues a chance. Um, on to anything else. Video game news. Well, video game news and video game news pertaining to me. One is E3 just came by this year. I was going to do what I am thinking about it, but I don't think I can formulate enough to actually do a video on that. Basically, E3 this year was a little disappointing from the big three. There was stuff I liked. For example, all the features that were shown for the Wii U are great. The new Pro controller, I know it looks like an Xbox control, but the reason why it's better than the Xbox control is its D-pad. The D-pad isn't a circular D-pad; it's actually a D-pad. Uh, so I like the stuff that we saw at the Wii. I liked a few of the games that we saw. The new Arkham City game for the Wii should be good. Not Resident Evil. Well, Resident Evil 6 looks to be okay. Assassin's Creed, the new one, 3 coming out, looks to be good. And the 2 Mario games coming out, New Super Mario Brothers U and New Super Mario Brothers 2, should be good. But besides that, I really didn't feel as though there was much good from the C3. Ubisoft actually took away. Ubisoft was a winner because it showed us the most amount of games, but I felt as though not enough games were showed at E3. Um, Especially for something like it's just a lot of the same. It's like, oh, we're gonna get another Gears of War, another God of War. We're gonna get another Halo, another Resident Evil, and I love Resident Evil, and another Mario, and I love Mario, and those are things to be expected. But I don't feel as though anything really surprised me. So I think that's why I disliked this year's E3. It wasn't bad, but last year's was 100 times better. As for me playing video games, I did buy and pick up Star Fox 64 for the 3DS. I played through it and I'm done with it. It was pretty good. It was fun. I wasn't a huge Star Fox fan to begin with, but it was still enjoyable and I got my kicks out of it. I've gone back to Mario Kart 7. I've been playing a lot of that lately, so uh, yeah, I played that, and then also I'm almost done with all my Wii games that I have to play. There is a total of technically one, two, one, two, three, four Wii games I have left to play. Those are Trauma Center New Blood, Trauma Center Trauma Team, Epic, no, Kirby's Epic Yarn, which I'm currently playing and I'm almost done with, and then Last Story when it comes out. So I just beat Epic Mickey, and boy, did that game surprise me. How did it surprise me? Well, you have to wait because sooner or later I'm actually going to move up my video where I'm going to tell you the best Wii games to get because Wii games are going to get even more cheaper than they are, and that it might actually be a reason to go and pick up the Wii for all these games. It will definitely be a reason because I'm going to showcase you guys all the best Wii games to get. Because like I said, the best time for me for video games is when the new system comes out because the older games are dramatically drop in price. So it's easier to pick up those games. When the Wii came out, I bought so many GameCube games, it wasn't even funny. And so when the Wii U comes out, I'm going to tell you guys what Wii games to get because the Wii, I love it. So that's been happening. I played Epic Mickey and I beat that, and my hand is still hurting from doing it because I did like a marathon over like 3 days, and I don't get to do that much anymore because I just don't have time anymore. But that was interesting and that was fun. Um, what else? I felt like there was something else I should have said. No, no. Yeah, that's about all there is for news. An apology to anyone that I did not get to answer your question in the Andrew Cutter Q&A session. I'm sorry. I meant to answer every question, but sometimes I screw up, so I apologize for that. But yeah, I'm interested to hear what you guys think are going to get canceled for the new 52. And also, what's your opinion on E3? Were you as underwhelmed as I was? I wasn't even whelmed. Little Young Justice reference there. So, just let me know. Give me your opinion. So I'm going to end this video here. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.